All right, let's talk about the biggest game there is, life. For so many of us, it feels like we're stuck playing on the hardest difficulty setting, you know? And our controller is completely busted.
I mean, does this feel familiar? You're on the same level, fighting the same boss again and again. Your health bar is just flashing red, and you are this close to totally rage quitting. You know deep down you can do more, but you just can't seem to break through that wall.
But what if I told you that you're not a bad player? Not at all. You've just been playing this whole time without the instruction manual. Well, guess what? We found the legendary strategy guide hidden away in the story of a guy named David Goggins. So it is time to respec your character, change your build, and finally level up. Okay, let's get right into it. Welcome to Level 1 Character Creation. Now look, before you can even dream about grinding for that epic loot, you have to take a hard, honest look at your character's starting stats. And for that, we're going to use something called the accountability mirror. So, the accountability mirror. This is not your typical character creator where you can just, max out your strength and intelligence. Nah. This is a brutal, totally unfiltered self-assessment. We're talking about identifying your real base stats, your debuffs, the things holding you back, and your starting gear. And the number one rule, you absolutely cannot lie to the character creator. And when I say brutal, I mean brutal. This is the kind of raw honesty it takes to stop spawning in the exact same place, facing the exact same problems. Goggins literally said this to himself in the mirror. It's about owning where you are right now, no matter how low your stats are, because you can't improve what you refuse to acknowledge.
And this right here, this is a perfect example of what a real-life character sheet looks like. This was Goggins' actual transcript from his junior year, a 1.4 GPA. Instead of hiding it or making excuses, he owned it. He put his weaknesses right out there so he could attack them head on. The very first step to changing your stats is to stop lying about them.
Okay, so you've owned your stats, you know where you're starting from. Now it's time to grind for some serious experience points. Let's head over to level 2, the Discomfort Zone. This is where the real game actually begins.
So what is the discomfort zone? Think of it like that high difficulty area on the map that most players just try to avoid. You know the one, it's got all the high-level monsters, the really tough terrain. Well, in the game of life, that is exactly where you farm the most XP. Doing things that absolutely suck is how you level up the most important stat you have, your mental toughness. And this is the critical mindset shift we're talking about. Just look at this comparison. The default player, right? They seek comfort, they avoid pain, they stay in those safe, low-level starting areas. And the result? Barely any XP gain. The Goggins build, on the other hand, actively seeks discomfort, grinds in those high difficulty zones, and just maximizes XP. So the real question is, which build are you running right now?
All right, so you're grinding away in the discomfort zone. You're taking damage, your health bar is getting low. What do? Well, you need power-ups. So welcome to Level 3, Unlocking the Cookie Jar.
Think of the cookie jar as your own personal inventory, okay? It's filled with every single past victory you've ever had. So when your health or your mana is critically low and you feel like you're about to give up, you just mentally reach into that jar, you pull out a cookie, which is really a memory of a time you were a total badass, and bam, you get this massive buff to your willpower.
And believe me, your inventory can get seriously stacked. I mean, look at some of the legendary cookies Goggins has locked. Every single one of these was a moment where he could have quit, but he didn't. These aren't just achievements on a list. They are powerful, reusable items for the next big boss battle. So now that you're equipped with your power-ups, it's time to change how you approach every single challenge. This is Level 4, the PvP mindset, and it's a strategy called taking souls. This is what you use when you're facing a boss, a bully, or any major obstacle standing in your way.
Taking souls is all about gaining a tactical, psychological edge. It's about outworking your opponent. And that opponent could be another person, a deadline, or even your own self-doubt. You demonstrate a level of will that they just can't comprehend. You literally make the challenge itself question if it can actually stop you.
Goggins puts it just like this. It's an aggressive, it's a dominant mindset. You're not just trying to win the fight. You are aiming to completely dismantle your opponent's will to even compete. You take their hope. You take their soul.
Okay, so all this constant battle testing, it forges something incredible inside you. Let's move to the final level of our main quest line, Level 5, Crafting Epic Gear. And we are talking about forging an armored mind.
An armored mind.
That's the legendary piece of gear you get from all that grinding. It's a mind that has become so calloused, so hardened from facing daily, scheduled suffering that it becomes bulletproof. Bulletproof to self-doubt, negativity, and pain. It's your ultimate defensive gear, and it makes you almost invincible in any mental battle.
So you've mastered the 5 levels. You think you've learned the whole game, right? Wrong. Every great game has secrets, and we have just unlocked one. So get ready for the ultimate cheat code that changes literally everything.
40%. Just look at that number. What does that mean? This number, this is the key that unlocks the entire rest of the game's potential.
This is the 40% rule. And it's simple. When your mind is screaming at you to stop, when you feel like you have absolutely nothing left in the tank, you are only at 40% of what you're truly capable of. You still have 60% more to give. That empty signal from your mind, it's just a built-in safety mechanism. It's a lie designed to keep you comfortable.
Okay, that is a lot of theory. So how do you actually start playing this new version of the game? Let's get you started, Player 1. Here is your initial quest log.
Your daily quests are now active. Number 1, tag your accountability mirror. Write down 1 goal and 1 insecurity. Be brutally honest. 2, complete 1 task today that puts you squarely in the discomfort zone. And 3, log 1 past victory, doesn't matter how small, in your mental cookie jar. Do this every single day.
Now, every great strategy guide comes with a map, right? So your next objective is right there in the description below. We created a 1-page strategy guide just for you to download. It's a free PDF, helps you track your stats and your daily quests. Think of it as your loot drop for watching.
So, you have the strategy guide. The game is loading up right now. The only thing left to ask is the question that Goggins always leaves us with. What if? What if you actually did this? What if you stopped playing on easy mode? And hey, if you want to see more strategy guides like this one, hit that like and subscribe button to help boost our guild's authority. Now go on, press start.